So, guessing you saw the trailer for uh the Fallout TV show?
Who hasn't yet?
That's a good way of putting it.
I mean, I have. It was uploaded 3 days ago on Prime Video. 11 million views so far. And I will say this, I am excited.
Hmm.
Mhm. I'm not sure how it'll turn out. I mean, but the trailer is really exciting. I'll say that much.
Yeah.
But I am a little worried, just slightly.
Well, understandable.
Hmm? What
Well,
about you?
um I'm personally pretty excited for it. It's if you ever watched Westworld,
Mm-hmm.
the show that was on HBO that got its fourth season, and then HBO Max immediately just took it off, which
Right.
sucked because I was still watching it. Um, well, it's the same. Uh, I think it was the showrunner as that, and yeah, that show was just amazing. Like it had so many like creative stories, plot twists that just were nuts. It
Mm-hmm.
just like it was almost like each episode was just going, how crazy can we get? And that's pretty much that show. um but it's Jonathan Nolan, who is Christopher Nolan's brother.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so i'm I'm excited for it. um the trailer didn't really give anything with story. It just was showing a whole bunch of stuff where it's like, hey, look at this. It's from the game. And
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, isn't that just the whole point? It was based off the game. It's not necessarily like the game. It's just based off of it.
mhm, yeah,
Yeah.
it's I think what they're doing is um doing kind of what trying to find an example. I mean, kind of like what Resident Evil did, where it's saying like, okay, it's based on the games, but it's something completely new, which is one of the things that scares me
Yeah,
because
that's why I was worried because
mm,
I mean, based on what the description says on the original video, it doesn't sound bad, but then, we don't know where it could go since it's just based off the video game.
mhm,
We don't really know what's going to happen.
yeah, well, yeah, me for I've played most of the games,
Hmm.
um, but yeah, it was definitely like, hey, look at this, hey, look at this, hey, look at this, and then I'm like, okay, what about story? And it's only a teaser, so I expect like a story trailer to come out sooner or later. But
Yeah.
for right now, it's like okay, this looks awesome, and I'm excited for it. But at the same time, I'm just like, I can, I this either could be amazing, or I could see this being mediocre. But the
I
fact that
agree.
but the fact that it has Jonathan Nolan doing it, it's it gets it's it's a lot calmer for me because I'm like, oh, because Westworld was so just engaging and just so crazy that it's just like, okay, I'm like, all right, we'll see what they do here.
I mean, they also have Lisa Joy on it. I mean, she doesn't have that much under her belt, but she did do Westworld with, Nolan.
Yeah. So yeah, it's I'm intrigued to see what they do, and at the same time nervous on what they're gonna do.
Hmm.
But yeah, so that's how I feel. Um,
I agree. I feel that same way too. I mean, the trailer wasn't bad. I'll
mhm,
be honest with you. It
yeah.
was, it was actually. pretty exciting to see how they were going to do everything.
Mm.
I mean, I quite liked the robots and the explosions.
You see the um, nuclear explosions, but also you see the power armor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I like how it's modern day too. It's not too
Mm.
not too far back like in the games.
Well,
I like.
even far back in the games, it takes place in the future. It's
I mean,
just
yeah.
it's, I mean, from because it's like it was nuclear warfare that destroyed everything. It looks all like dirty and grimy, so it kind of looks like, yeah, this place hasn't been cleaned up in a while. But then you kind of forget that you're like, oh, that's right, this is supposed to be the future.
If you enjoyed this clip, be sure to listen to the full episode on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Subscribe for more from the cinematic duo.